Hello, welcome to the 5th Duttles cast in the Chobo Team League series. Formless Bearsloths versus bornGosu. We're gonna hop right into it. This is another diamond level game, so let's have a good match, guys. Get this switched on over. Okay, spawning in the top left, our pink Zerg player representing the Formless Bearsloths. We have calmoe. Alright, in the bottom right, spawning in the standard blue trunks. bornGosu's player, the Terran player, ShineKO. Cool, this is looking like it's on ShineKO is what this map is, I think. No, it is Odyssey. What am I thinking? Of course it's Odyssey. Look at this beautiful lake. It's an Odyssey in itself. Beautiful map. I like playing this one and Ascension IR a lot. They're my personal favorite maps of the ladder pool, probably because they're the most normal. Looking ZVT again, back to back on these, which I like. It's one of my favorite matchups to watch, even though it's the one that I understand the least. But that's what we're gonna learn today. Gonna see what these guys do. Maybe see if we get any good ideas. See what kind of builds they do. It should be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun. Another hatch first. I think it's been a hatch first in almost every game we've shown in this season with the Formless Bearsloths versus bornGosu series. Is not saying that anything but that isn't standard or cheesy, but cheesy builds are fun to watch. So I'm not criticizing anybody for doing that. However, in this situation, I guess the Terran player is for bornGosu, and the Zerg player being Formless Bearsloths, so it's a slightly different dynamic there too. Quick second going down for a Terran player before the wall off is done. But if he sees, has he scouted out yet? He's pretty confident. That was a 12 pool or even a 14 pool might have been a little deadly. The Zerglings could probably have hopped right on up here and taken quite a bit out before that reactor came down. Alas, that did not happen, so it does not matter. Reaper coming out. This time it's going to be getting some scouting information really early, maybe even being able to do some damage. Drones getting moved down to the second, being pulled out of gas. As for standard, as soon as the Zergling speed is on the way. Should be able to micro around these two Zerglings. 4 Zerglings isn't more of a problem. Definitely probably going to be taken out, but at least he can get some scouting information in. Killing one of the Zerglings. Could probably even get all 4 if he doesn't allow himself to get surrounded. Like so. Getting off the creep helps, certainly. Yes, as a Protoss player, I know that Adepts is something that people use a lot to do early harassment. And get a lot of these early engagements in there that are usually pretty micro-intensive. It's just stressful to me. Even watching this, I feel like I'm having a heart attack just feeling for this Reaper. He does see the third going down, though. Is able to clean up all the Zerglings and fight him. So good scouting information. Picks up 4 kills. Very well played from our Terran player. Let's see, has he seen anything else? If he sees that there's 2 hatches down, I guess there's really not much else to see right now. Maybe if he's looking for a Roach Warren or anything else, then maybe some Baneling Nest to see if there's a bust coming in, something along those lines. Man, 6 kills. He's just microing the bejesus out of this. At home, we have a Stargate come in. Wow, 8 kills. And Reapers healed themselves. That's crazy. As long as they stop moving, which being on patrol like this makes it a little more difficult. Or no, actually, not when they stop moving. I correct myself. I apologize. Mini wall being constructed down here as well. Some Marines at home. Been able to not get any shenanigans, but a Dropper Lord would probably be able to sneak in here in the back and do quite a bit of damage. So with now nothing on the mineral line to protect that. I'm going back down, I guess, to scout and see if there's any drones here. See if it's always a smart move, something that a lot of lower league players forget to do. I'm not saying that Diamond is lower leagues. That's not what I intend to say. I'm just saying it's not something I see very often where people actually go and count drones. Reaper finally gets taken out. 8 kills though on a Reaper, especially scouting Reaper. It's very, very noble, very, very good. And all those, I don't think any of those were drone kills. It was all just Zerglings getting microed. So very good. Even though Zerglings are extremely expendable and doesn't hurt the eco at all, definitely is able to keep that alive and makes him just waste his resources. So not a bad 100, whatever, 75 minerals, however much gas Reapers cost. I had to look into that. How much do they cost? 50/50. My goodness, they're cheap. Drop coming in on the left side, looking like it's looking to snipe the third. Queen's in position though. The spreading creep spread looks like a lucky read or a good read from our Zerg player. Might be able to snipe off one of these artifacts for sure. Some transfuses could be pretty helpful. We missed one there, but with all these queens here, they will definitely be able to deter this attack, push it back at least. And this third base looks to see another day. Another Zerg-infested day. Glory be to the swarm. Okay, they're going to be pushing back in, clean up all these Zerglings real quick. More Zerglings out here to play, though. With all this attack, though, pretty decent surround, a lot of these Marines getting picked off. They are going to be forced to lift up and head back home. Or at least to this Zelnaga Tower. I guess I wonder how much longer in StarCraft 3 if they're still going to have Zelnaga towers, because I mean that's like the whole point is that they're artifacts. Are they going to keep that if there is a StarCraft 3? So I think it's pretty interesting little piece of technology that just seems to be on every planet ever, except even on Blood Boil, which is just the most aggravating map ever. For some reason, the Zelnaga came there and they're like, hey, this is great. This is the worst map I've ever seen. I'm really excited. I'm going to leave my artifacts here as well. The Banelings are being morphed in right now. Zerglings moving out without the Banes. Our Terran player is going to be able to take advantage of this, bring the Zerglings back on home, but oh no, they're definitely going to be able to get us around on these Marines, forcing probably a lift up. They're just going to kill everything but 3 units inside of there. Banelings and Zerglings messing up in the middle. They spot the Liberator. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, it's been a long day of doing chores and running errands and all sorts of other nonsense. Flying right over the Queens. Pretty bad rally point. Not going to be able to get anything done. All they can do really with that Liberator was scout the fact that it's already happening. Missing a drop up in the front though. Front leading the top base, the first base. A lot of these drones getting cleaned up. That can't be good. Zerglings coming home to clean this up, but instead of getting any damage done, a little microed on the A move, and they're able to pick that guy up and drop down on the 4th over here. They will probably be able to force a cancel. The Zerglings do come into time, so not even a cancel. Only 2 Marines were dropped out, so not too much damage done on from either player there. But just only 22 health in this medevac. I guess it kind of. Oh, I apologize again, I'm so sorry. Missing a engagement in the middle, more move command going on from our Zerglings since they're just trying to get out of dodge. Our Liberator pulling in, a couple of Widow Mines as well. Stim occurring, so these Banelings though might be able to clean up a lot of this, especially keep them lined up enough. Oh, they did not kill the Widow Mine, so coming back home, that new reinforcements are not going to have a good time. Fortunately, they went to the Queens, which the Widow Mine is going to be able to do nearly as much damage as the Queens. Banelings and Zerglings taking a nice bath after the nice little bloodbath they just had, which is odd, because you'd think that these things would like to be just covered in Terran blood all the time, but looks like it's not the case. And for the first time, I think we're going to see calmoe moving across the map. He does see that there are, this Overlord, he sees that there's definitely a base coming in here, so went in to pick it off, got caught up by some Marines, but he's going to be able to take this army out, which is essentially the reinforcements from our army over here, who's just kind of sitting there. Not a whole lot going on. Widow Mine's coming in, taken out before they can burrow. Liberator here, is that sieged up? No, it's just kind of hanging out under here, watching people work by their boss, saying, hey, get back to work, guys. All this production is getting a little poked away. But there's the money, all the workers. Oh, man. Is he going to be able to get any kills there? A few SCVs, some turnaround fight. Widow Mine just take it out. Oh, huge Widow Mine hit. Oh, there's the bath we were talking about earlier. By the way, I apologize if anybody watches this. It seems like I may be. I try not to be biased towards my own team. Obviously, I am rooting for Formless Bearsloths, but I just want to have a good game. That's the point of the casting. The results already happened, so there's no point in. If this was live, I'd certainly have a different attitude. But so if a Formless Bearsloths player you're watching, you're like, how come he's not exclusively rooting for me? Or a bornGosu's player is like, well, no, how come he's so nice at Formless Bearsloths? I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible towards these games. More entertaining for everybody. Yeah, a lot of these buildings going to get either canceled or taken out. Big death ball up top, though. Should be a Terran ball. Plenty of medevacs here to keep these guys alive forever, unless they explode into a fiery acid death from Banelings. So Wing Baneling definitely a good response to this Bio Army right now. This Corruptor is not going to do much. These constant onslaughts, it looks like they're trading after trading after trading. Units lost half. Actually, it's against our Zerg player. But it looks like army supply, even 43 to 56, a lot of that's just medevacs, things like that. It's just kind of hard to tell at this rate of time. Liberator is coming in. I don't know if I've seen one siege up in the right spot yet, but being able to clean up Overseers is pretty important, especially whenever you have so many Widow Mines in the field. Mule's getting taken out immediately. This fourth base may not stay up for long. Third base, I apologize. I can't even count to 4. Might get taken out pretty quick, but it looks like the retreat is caused. More Banelings morphing in. Zerg player hoping to get those up in time, and it looks like he will be able to have the Banelings there for this next attack. Combat shields are finished on our Marines. Look at our upgrades. Sorry. Look at our upgrades. Oh, which one is it? Cover your upgrades. Upgrades. Gee. Upgrades, we have combat shield, so it's 1-1 versus 2-2. But, with being able to stay alive long because of medevacs and stuff. There we go, there's some siege guys up there. Siege over the Banelings. Oh, pretty awkward spot to turn into a Baneling, if you ask me. More Banelings coming in. This has to be a stressful fight for both players. He might be forcing some cancels on these guys, but if he lets him finish, oh no! All of them are canceled and they're cleaned up immediately. This is looking like a pretty unstoppable little Terran force right now. It's going to be hard to kill those without Banelings. Maybe an Ultralisk or something like that, but we do have Hive Tech coming in, so Ultralisk could be in the possible future. Like another engagement coming in from our Zerg player. Taking out just about everything's been thrown at it. Sorry guys, I had a little text there for a second. Super professional caster, getting texted, checking your phone while stream mid-engagement. Swarmhost! Didn't even see those getting produced. We do have an Ultralisk Cavern coming down though, that might be a saving grace for our Zerg player. With the fourth coming down on the other side on top of this engagement though, it made it a little too late. A lot of this getting cleaned up. Very hard to see exactly what's going on. Baneling's cleaning up almost everything except one medevac full of Marines. Heading back home. With the army supply now, it is 55 to 36, but that's pretty impressive for how much was getting lost and how much was getting done, how much creep spread could have been taken out. Overlord could be taken out back here, probably both of them. Both of them losing their little bit of lives. That's so gross, man. With all that spine and everything. Poor guy. More fights occurring, just all these Overlords getting taken out. Not really hurting the supply too much. Fortunately, he only had 95 out of 110, but that does mean he's going to have to rebuild those Overlords very shortly, especially if he wants to start getting those Overlords out from the cavern. Which we do have one Overlord production right now, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Our Terran player is going up to 2-2 for his Marines. His bio units, Swarmhost, just single Swarmhost, I'm sorry. Here. Too crazy exciting. 4 Widow Mines getting really good hits off. We're going to be chasing our Zerg player back to his house again. More Banelings being morphed in. Banelings, if they've done correctly, without those Widow Mines on top of the creep, a pretty dangerous spot to be able to clean up this entire army. Oh my gosh. It's amazing how much Banelings on creep can do. Good scans and everything could be helpful, but also these Widow Mines just be able to do it right back to them. Oh yeah, the best thing you want to hit is a Corruptor, but there you go. All those Zerglings can hit, even more taken out. This is like we're just trading, losing our entire army back and forth in this game. It's been very explosive. This is another very intensive, Ling Bane versus Bio army. Scary stuff. Barrack's going to be cancelled because he does take those SCVs out immediately. Another bio ball coming in. Plenty of medevacs still to keep these guys alive unless your banelings do finish. They doesn't allow that to happen. One baneling's taking out so much of this army though. But this still has enough left over to clean up just about everything else, getting the corruptors off his medevacs. Leave my friends alone. Oh man, even more banelings coming in. Looks like we are just seeing the same fight happen over and over again, which is a great fight because it's always explosions and always just big piles of blood everywhere, and that's what we want to see in StarCraft. Acid explosions and Widow Mine blow-ups, but we do have an Ultralisk in the field now. 2 Ultralisks, 2 more coming in development as we speak with more Overlords because we are now officially supply blocked because all these Overlords getting sniped. Terran see the Ultralisk and say, I don't want to fight that, and I'm flying back home. And who wouldn't? I mean, Overlist, especially if you guys remember that StarCraft, I think Heart of the Swarm video, that intro video in the teaser trailer, is just so Ultralisks are pretty big. Viking even does this really cool thing where just transformers into a ground Viking instead of a sky Viking, and just just gets thrown out of the way by the Ultralisk because it's the size of Godzilla. As a Marine, he was a prisoner his whole life, even with the combat shield. Probably wouldn't want to fight Godzilla. Oh, Jeff here. He's going to be taken out, it seems, unless a Zerg player didn't see Jeff. Jeff is a lucky man. I know there's a real fight going down here, but this Marine's coming up. Probably... What's he going to do? Guess he's meeting up with his friends over here. This Queen, though. Oh, and the Queen in the Infestor. Oh, poor Jeff. Poor Jeff. This poor guy. Oh. We loved you so much. You did such a good job. Anyway, back to it. So we do have almost a base trade situation going on. We have Zerg coming in the bottom right on top of this drop, cleaning up the 5th base for the Zerg down in the top left. But the Ultralisk are going to be making really quick work of just about everything it runs into. Wish there were some Queens here for some transfuses. I say that every time because I know that's just how they heal. But Ultralisk coming in and just oh my goodness. We're going to have GG called, and oh man, El Jefe just doing work. Anyway, well played from both players. I certainly wouldn't say that this was a bulldozed size fight from calmoe over Shine. So it's very well played from both players. Definitely a lot of micro performance, a lot of mental fatigue that could have occurred throughout the fights. But I just think it was a really good game. So great match. Keep them coming, guys. I want to keep seeing this all day. CTL link's gonna be posted in the description. If you don't know what that is by now, start over and watch the first one, guys. Anyway, you all have a good day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.